Hi, it's Randall with CRM on Target, and welcome back for another installment in our on-demand training series for Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Today I'm going to spend a few minutes with you covering the steps for importing data, which in Dynamics CRM is a two-step process. The first step is we always create a data map, or we locate a data map that's already in place, and then the second step is to go ahead and import the data. We do it this way because we may have a data source, for example, a CSV file from Excel that we import on a regular basis. We get new data feeds. Well, by building a data map once, which is where we go out and we check for what fields are you importing versus what fields do we find over in CRM, then we only have to build that data map once. And in the future, all we do is we select the file that we're going to import, we select the data map, and it becomes a very, very simple process. So to give today's session a little bit of context, what I'm going to do now is go out and create a reusable data map, and then I'm going to use that map to import data. I'm going to import sales leads for my example session here, and I already have a sample CSV file in Excel that's ready to go. That file looks like this, and I'll just draw your attention. In the first row is our header row where we've got the field names for what field data is contained within each one of those columns. Now, of course, everything we do in Dynamics CRM, we do right from within Microsoft Outlook. Now that we're in Microsoft Outlook, what we're going to do is drill down in the Dynamics CRM folder tree over here. We'll go ahead and we'll go to Settings. Then we'll select Data Management. And then we'll select the option for Data Maps. My New button is always in the same place, so I'll go ahead and select New to build a new data map. And we'll give the data map a name. Okay, and the type of records that we'll be importing will be sales leads. And now I'll come over on the left and I'll navigate down into attributes, which are my fields. And I can load that sample data file to help me in my mapping process. So now from that column header, I have all the fields that I'm trying to import. And over on my right here are all the fields in Dynamics CRM related to sales leads. So now I select a column heading from my import file and I just match it over here. So I'll come down now and I'll select business unit. You'll notice that some fields over in my right hand column have the red star, the asterisk. That just reminds me again that those are our business required fields for a sales lead record. Now I come over to company and I just double click and it maps. Customer reference. You'll notice that all of these are in alphabetical order, so it actually becomes fairly simple to locate the fields. Some of these fields, like this legit email field, is a custom field in our Dynamics CRM implementation, so it's very easy to map that data even over into your custom attributes. And then I know this field here is actually attended webinar, so I'll scroll back up to the top of my list here and select the field from there. Now that I've selected my fields, some of these fields you'll notice have this little icon, which is an indicator that those are pick list fields. So I need to come down now into my list values, and I have to translate whatever my values might be in the import file with my options, my pick list values that are pre-existing in Dynamics CRM. So for example, for the business unit, CRM on Target will map to the default CRM on Target. And I'm just double clicking to do the mapping. Now I'm only presented with options over here that actually exist in the file that I'm trying to import. The empty or unmapped fields are for in the future if I'm trying to import a file where we have empty or unmapped fields. What do we want to have happen? And we'll just go ahead and leave it to the default on that. Language will be English. Just double clicking again to do the mapping. And now I've completed the data map. So all I have to do is say save and close. Now you see that I have that as a map in my maps, so I can come back to my settings, look at my data management. This time I'm going to do an import. I'm going to select new. I'll select the file that I'm trying to import. It now uploads that file to the CRM server. We tell it that we're importing leads. And now we come out and we select that data map. We'll go ahead and let it import any duplicate records. And if this was a massive import of data, I could even be notified via email when the import is complete. I'll select import and the import will begin. Now I can see in the jobs that I have underway, I've got this data import that has been submitted and it's in process. I can come back to settings. I can go to system jobs. And I can see that sales lead import underway, that it's in progress. Back out on the CRM on Target website on the videos page, we do have a couple of other videos that might be useful and are relevant to this topic, including using the advanced find, editing bulk records, and setting up duplicate detection rules in your CRM system. And once again, I would encourage you to stop by our website where you can always find current downloads to support your Dynamics CRM implementation. Thanks again for your time. I hope that you found this to be a valuable lesson.